Hello, my name is Sarah Warfield, and this is my star project. I am choosing to do it in the formation of a video as assigned by you, and the star I was given this semester is the Shaula star. And up until about 20 minutes ago, until I watched a short little video clip on YouTube, I was pronouncing my star as Shaula. So I'm glad I got that straightened out before filming. Let's see, to begin with my report, I'm going to talk about the location of my star in our sky. A few things I discovered was that you can find the Shaula star in the temperate northern summers where it will glide above the southern hemisphere. And in the winter, the constellation will pass high overhead. The Shaula and a few others in the southern Scorpius, they do belong to the huge nearby Scorpius OB1 association. It's an expanding, disintegrating group of hot stars that were all born around the same time. Off to the right of the Shaula star is Saturn and Mars. And during my research, I found that on rare nights during the year, you can actually view Mars in close proximity to my star. A few more things about the location of the Shaula is that it is a subgiant star. It's considered a Class B star, which is going to be very hot in temperature, but that's getting ahead of myself. The constellation, which is also going to help you find where in the sky to locate the star, is, I found two different things. The most common was that the constellation is the Scorpius. I also found a site that labeled it the Lambda. And Professor Christensen, I wanted to let you know, I'm a little embarrassed to admit that a few of the terms in the book, names, different types of just things throughout this report I may pronounce incorrectly. So I figured you being the professional, you would understand what I'm talking about. But back to my report and the location. It's more of a hydrogen fusing dwarf rather than a subgiant. Now, there was only one website that I found that even referred to the star as a dwarf. Every other one considered it a subgiant, so I'm going to go with that one. An easy way to spot this star in the sky is to look at the tail of the Scorpio. You can, on certain nights, you can actually see the outline of a scorpion, and you're going to find the Shaula and its surrounding stars and planets in the tail end, which is like a J-shaped tail. It's one of the few constellations that actually looks like its name. It even has a red star where the heart is supposed to be in the scorpion, which I thought was kind of cool. Shaula can be seen in the Florida sky at latitudes between 40 degrees and 90, and it's best visible in the summertime. A specific time is going to be at 9 o'clock during the evening in the month of July. It occupies an area of 497 square degrees, and it has 10 stars with known planets. Okay, moving on. I'm going to talk about viewing Shaula from where we are. Not specifically to Florida, which is, I know what you asked for, but this was the information I could find about viewing the star. The best time to see Shaula is going to be in the night sky in the summer and early autumn, and as I just spoke about, July is going to be the best time for viewing. You can find it at the end or tip of the Scorpion's J-shaped pattern of stars. It's going to be a star that is very high in the sky. It's highest when due south, but also at the same time, even at the highest, the stinger stars are hardly ever a fist width above your horizon. Let's see, I found a website that said in June, mid-June is when The Shaula will be the highest in the sky, highest point, and that's going to be at midnight local time. A fun little fact is that we here on Earth, we see Shaula not as it actually is, not as it's existing. We see Shaula not as it actually is, but as it existed when its light left it 280 years ago in the early 1700s. So I thought that was kind of a neat fact, just knowing that it's something that is so far out there in the solar system that what we see is actually it's wrong. I guess that's the best way to put it. So a few other random facts I kind of mixed into here, and this is also something I wanted to note. There were several things I found during my research that I felt were important and needed to be included in the STAR project, but I didn't necessarily know which category they would fit into. And I know you asked for our report to be structured as much as possible, so I'm going to try to do that, but a few things might seem kind of here and there. The radius of the Shaula is 6.2 times the radius of the Sun.